Welcome to Circuit of the Americas, a 3.4-mile track just outside Austin, Texas, and home to legendary Formula One. Today, we're testing a brand new car, a car supposedly designed to bring motorsport onto the street. Based off Maserati's GT2, the GT2 Stradale is going to be the most track-focused version of the MC20 platform we've seen yet. Now, many of these car companies like to create these track-focused models, which I've found over the years to be more so for the looks or the sales appeal. Us track enthusiasts are after something a bit different, something that doesn't catch your average consumer. We value connection, we value feel, and we value progression. I'm Austin, welcome back to the Speed Phenom YouTube channel, and today we're doing what we do best. This is it, guys. Welcome back to Circuit of the Americas. You guys know I love going to the track, and this is one of the most legendary tracks there really is. Right behind me, you can see the main straightaway, and they even have the Maserati banners all over the end of pit lane. So today it's gonna be an interesting one because we are getting back behind the wheel of a track-focused supercar. That is the GT2 Stradale. And I've been really looking forward to this because I've been a big believer in the MC20 Cello. They perform so well because this is taking a different mentality when it comes to supercars. A lot of brands don't do carbon fiber monocoque chassis. This car, though, does. It has a carbon fiber monocoque inside. And if I quickly look at the doors and maybe even open it up, you can see it has brand new, unreal looking carbon fiber bucket seats. This is so cool. You guys know I love racing bucket seats, and this is aggressive. So today in this video, we're gonna do a quick walk around of the GT2 Stradale, and then we're gonna get it on track. I wanna make this video a bit differently, more action-packed than what you usually see, because I'm a realist here. You know, I love track cars so much that I buy my own. And we get to see so many of these types of cars come out over the years. The question is, are some of them really all of what they are advertised to be? Do they stack up? And today I want to give you just a real pure driving experience. So we're with the team here, Maserati, and I'll be taking this 631 horsepower, extremely built out MC20 on Circuit of the Americas. So with this platform itself, they've done so much, as you can see right here. Let's just do a quick walk around and then we'll get behind the wheel. You have a brand new aero hood, and with the radiator right here, it's helping to enhance that airflow, and it's increasing downforce quite substantially, especially with these louvers over the front fenders. This is going to effectively reduce the front end lift at high speed. All the downforce combined is about 1,100. You have over 200 pounds of downforce up front, 800 pounds of downforce out back, and you reach that 1,100 pounds of downforce figure at close to 180 miles per hour, which is that's very fast. Will we be getting close to that? I know on the back straightaway, I'm guessing we're easily going to pass 160. So at that high speed, we're going to be having a lot of downforce. This wing is adjustable, and right now it looks like it is in the minimal downforce setting. So you're going to see how it fares on that high speed straightaway. It should give us the best experience of going for a top end acceleration. These intakes, though, have been enlarged quite dramatically. Just look at how big these are. The carbon fiber and the matte finish looks so aggressive, right? I'm a big fan of the way they created this race spec model, especially with the carbon fiber for the A-pillar all the way over the roof. And then backing up, we are seeing Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2Rs. These are not only, I'm going to be honest here, the most expensive track tires you can buy, but they are basically the stickiest. We see these tires on all sorts of supercars and sports cars going for fast lap times. They give you superhero grip. And we're gonna, I guess, see on this hot day in Texas if they fare pretty well. Sometimes when these tires get too hot, they get a bit greasy. But in my experience driving with Cup 2Rs on this racetrack, it's been really exciting. And I drove the Z06 actually with the Z07 track pack with these same types of tires. Up front, you do have 245s with the carbon ceramic discs right there. Moving all the way to the rear, you have 305s. So the contact patch, I mean, it's similar to a standard MC20, but horsepower has been improved by about 10. You have new track focus suspension geometry, enhanced aerodynamics, enhanced cooling, and the entire vehicle itself is just meant to give you more emotion, but also give you more driver feedback so you can effectively get towards your limit easier and more confidently. For the front splitter itself, it has been enlarged, as you can see right here, and from this angle you can kind of see that big radiator right there. Another way that they were able to enhance downforce was to really smoothen out the underbody and use underbody aerodynamics to give a great boost to the high-speed grip you're able to get with the whole car, the chassis. So we're going to really see on the S's, for example, how stable it really is going to feel. I wonder if it's going to be able to rotate very well with the slip angle in Corsa mode. I know they've reprogrammed the driver modes for this vehicle to give you enhanced focus, where you can get the car to get sideways. And I know there's different levels to Corsa mode, so we're going to see what we can do out here today. Quickly just getting a feel for the interior with these carbon bucket seats. Wow, this car. It looks incredible in here. I love the yellow accents and the carbon fiber. Everything is right here. Your driver modes, it's just right here in your face. So when you're driving, all you gotta do is focus on the road ahead of you, and then you can just spin this wheel. Love it. Just all about enhancing that driver-centric focus of a cockpit. This one is actually one of 914. They are all numbered. I highly recommend you get these bucket seats because it completely just elevates the whole experience. This one does have the harness bar mounted inside. This cockpit is what I like. The Alcantara everywhere, the Italian colors, the pull strap right here. I mean, this is just sick. If I shut the door, if it's not too dark in here, it makes me feel excited to experience this car on the track. They have done a great job creating that unreal drama just sitting here. And on the steering wheel, you're gonna have shift marks too. So enough with the talking. Let's see if this vehicle is, well, can it be worth the $320,000 price tag? Let's do this. Real quickly before we get any further in this video, if you want to drive your car on the racetrack, make sure to sign up for our next Speed Phenom Track Day. Yes, we host track days, and we allow people like you to bring your car on the track to experience its limits. Our next event is coming up around the corner in just a few days. Click on the link on the top of the screen right now to register now. Finally, don't forget to go to speedphenom.com and get entered to win the Mustang GT giveaway. Plus, if you need any car enhancement needs from our state-of-the-art studio here on the beach of Carlsbad, California, make sure to contact Speed Phenom Film. So if you need a quick front-end paint protection film package for your new car, a track pack, PPF package, or more, make sure to give us a call at 760-496-8607 or click on the link on the screen. Back to the video. Alright, so here we are. We are out here at the track. I'm having a good time. It's really interesting because these track cars, you see so many of them come out, right? You have the GT3 RS, right? And let's just talk about that car, for example. It's very similar to what this GT2 Stradale is. You can notice this GT2 has significantly more horsepower, so it has more top end. It's turbocharged with that Nettuno V6, so it accelerates really fast. And suspension-wise, it's a unique track build, and I would equate it not really too aimed towards the GT3 RS. And let me explain why. The GT3 RS has that super stiff build. It's designed for tracks like the Nürburgring, right? This Maserati wasn't designed for the Nürburgring in terms of a hot lap. It's designed to be inspired by the GT2 race car, but still be made for the Maserati clientele. What I'm trying to say here, what I'm trying to get at, is that it still feels like a Maserati. It still feels like it has underneath its skin that street car mentality. It's not too raw, it's not too stiff. The suspension is not as aggressive as that Porsche. Do I think it's as serious of a car? No. It's got the vibe of the super seriousness with the looks and the drivetrain and the power. It's cool, but it's also a nice blend of just being a Maserati. It's unmistakably part of the brand where you can drive it every day, and majority of them will be driven every day. But it's got all that upgraded track potential you're looking for. So I would say it's more of a softer track car, but still it has all the elements of that fine edge you're looking for. And that's the balance and blend I think it really does a great job to achieve. Track focused, yet perfectly streetable. Well guys, here we are. We are where they wave the checkered flag for Formula One. To wrap up my time out here, you guys know I'm kind of a purist, right? I've always been a fan seeing how brands can elevate not only speed, but the ethos of their brand, track focus, and emotion. Speaking of that, and I'm kind of a geek when it comes to this kind of stuff. We've tested all these track models from Ferrari, Porsche, all sorts of cars, from even American brands too. And I've always gravitated towards them, right? But some of them I've gotten into and I have not shared the best opinion on because I give you guys exactly how I see it, right? Like I thought the Huracan Super Trofeo Omologato was a fun car, but a bit too raw here and there. I like cars that can create this feeling where it's an extension of me. I get behind the wheel and the way I'm sitting upright, I'm sitting close to the wheel, and the steering wheel with the paddle shifters and the ergonomics, it's just very tight like a glove. More so when you start driving, because the best way you know you're in a proper track car or a supercar is when to get faster and faster isn't you trying to figure out the car, it's you figuring out yourself and how to move yourself to get the car to go faster. That's when I have fun. I have fun when I can get behind the wheel and I can push myself to edge it a little bit harder on the brakes, trail brake a little bit more smoothly, get on power a bit earlier or maybe later, and try to get a good slip angle to get the back end to slightly rotate to see how fast I can carry speed in the corners. And when you've got a car where it feels like you can experiment with it to get faster and faster like that, then I know it's a proper driver's car. Otherwise, you get in certain cars and it's just, you're trying to go fast and you're fighting it, right? You know the feeling? The brakes are too responsive, they're overheating, or it's just not rotating enough, getting too much understeer, and you're getting frustrated because you're not limiting yourself, the car's limiting you. But when you get in other vehicles where you're your own limitations, then that's when you have a catch. It's the fastest car on a straightaway? No, but it has such great downforce that I can forgive the acceleration where it's not hitting 800 horsepower. All these cars are getting crazy horsepower, right? Great balance. And then I like it. And I hope you guys understand one thing. A car should not be rated purely on the merit of how much horsepower it has, how much torque it has. Cars should be a piece of art, right? It's a balance of power, feedback, performance, downforce, grip, and longevity. It's a really big one. You got the fastest car on the track that can't keep it up. Not even like in an endurance way. I mean, some cars, you put down a very fast lap time and, well, the tires start going bad after a few sessions on track, and it's just, you're fighting it. I can't comment on the longevity of the GT2 Stradale, of course, but what I can say to you guys is I've had a blast out here. I hope you enjoyed watching these pure, just open laps. Unfortunately, we're not putting down lap times is not the environment, so I couldn't threshold break at the final end point. I'm not really open to do that during these events, but I hope to see owners do it. And my final opinion, guys, is draw. It's good. It's my cup of tea. I want to know your guys' thoughts. So hit the like button, it really helps me out, and subscribe for much for great content coming out your way, and hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all the new videos the second I post them. I'll see you in the next episode.